Good day, everyone. Welcome to BST African Electronics Surgery. You know what? We have something today. This job is not even coming from a customer. You know, when we are obsessed with electronics, I was just walking around and I passed through the dumping site. And what did I found? I found a Bluetooth speaker there in pieces. So let me show you. Yeah. That's what happened. You see how dirty the speaker is? That is speaker. It's dirty. And the inside, we have everything in pieces. Let me show you. Check here. Everything is in pieces. Everything is in pieces. Huh? That's what I found on the dumping site. But I really need to know why this speaker went there. What really transpired to end up this speaker being taken out of the house. We don't know yet. Well, we are yet to find out what's really transpired there. So let me see. Yeah, some connectors they are missing. Oh. Is this really fixable or is just a matter of wasting time? Okay. Obviously, the speaker's dead. Obviously, the speaker's dead. Let me check out the engine. Let me check out this engine. Let's see what's going on here. Exactly like this. So that's the engine of this. We have this engine. I can't see any missing components here. We do have the battery. Alright. So we are just doing this for fun since we have time. So what I want to do, let's check the battery voltage. Let's see. I'm really curious to see why this thing was sent to dumping site. Is it because it's faulty or because they tried to fix it and they failed, they condemned? You know, technicians, especially local technicians, they do something bad. Most of them, you know, it's very hard to find someone with like electronic knowledge. So what they are doing, they are checking what they know. If they fail to fix, they condemn. Especially on laptops, I found many dead processor, dead processor, dead processor. I'll fix. Maybe it's something else. When they checked, they can't see the problem. Yeah, dead processor. It's not fixable. Why do you condemn something if you don't know what is really the problem is? No one is 100% perfect. No one knows everything. I myself, I'm still in the process of learning. But if you are in the process of learning, it's not the right thing to condemn something. Just check what you know. If you can't, it's better to pass to the next repair shop. So let's see here. Here we have nothing. 0 volts. Yeah, I was expecting this because this speaker was not being used. but I'm happy that there are still cells and they are intact, like 4 cells inside. So let's try to put some power on these cells. Let's try to put some power on these cells if we can. Maybe it's too late to bring this to life. Oh, it's charging. Huh? You can see the current. It's charging. It's taking 3.6, 3.3 amps. So these cells, they are charging fine. So what I would do, I'll charge these cells a little bit, and we'll test after. Let's see now. What now do we have on this battery? Now we have 7.43. We now have power on the battery. Okay. So here we have some connectors for the speakers. We have this connector for the display thing. And we must have 5 volts there. We must have 5 volts. We have 5 volts test point. And we have 1.4. Why? Well, this 5 volts is always on, even if the radio is off. This is standby voltage. And we don't have the right voltage here. 3.3. I'm just checking random what voltages do we have. 1 volt. 1 volt. Here 3 point. Okay. So do you think this can work? Let me connect all together and try to test it. I have put all together. Let's see. I've managed to put all together. Let's see. So you can see all the connectors here. And we do have a switch here. Maybe you can see here. You can hear the clicking of the switch. But still, the radio is not working. So we still have many issues here. So let's recheck again. So that's the engine. So what we can check here, we need to concentrate on the 5 volts power supply, because it's not outputting 5 volts. The regulator, we have something like 1.3 something. So let's start from there. Here we do have the battery connector here, the connector for the battery. And on the other side we have where's the USB port? We have the USB port here. So we'll concentrate on the plus, because we have ground, the 5 volts for the plus, minus, and some data pins. We have 4 pins there. 1 for minus, 1 for plus, 2 for data pins. So let's see. The first one is for plus, and the first one ground, the last one that's the plus. So where this plus is going, where this plus is going. It's going through a ceramic capacitor. You can't see, the board is very small, but the plus is going exactly through the ceramic capacitor. Maybe you can see better under microscope. Maybe you can see better under microscope. What do you think? So do you have the USB port here? Here. So the plus is going to this capacitor. You can hear the sound of the multimeter. It's going here. So from this capacitor, where is it going? We have some chip here. Here. Let's check here. No, it's not going here. We have another one here. I'm trying to locate where the 5 volts is going. And it's coming here. You see that thing looks like a transistor. That's the input. Here, A719. Here, that's the output. So this is one of these is supposed to be the input. So for some reasons, maybe this thing is faulty, or something is not outputting 5 volts here. So what we would do in this case? How are we gonna treat the situation here? Because we need 5 volts. We need 5 volts. So how we are going to treat this situation? I'm thinking of doing some slight modification here. Let me show. You remember this? MT3608. This DC to DC step up controller. You remember this? I think we can use this. What do you think? I think we can use this. Yeah. We have V in. Let's see if we supply. Let's lower the voltage to maybe 3 volts. Want to see if 3 volts can give us 5 volts on the output. Let's lower the current to around 2 point something, 2 amps. Let's do some experiment. Okay. So we need to check the output here. Let's check the output of this thing. Volts. Exactly 5 volts. How is that possible? Check 5 volts there. This thing is adjustable. So let me look for, just to make sure that our DC to DC back controller is working. What I'll do, I will we need to do something, because we have to have assurance. Where can I get a wire? I need a wire. Because this can work or either can fail to work. But we still have time to do some experiment. Okay, fine. So we need to test this DC to DC back controller. So I'll stick the multimeter. That's the multimeter. We have two wires on the input which are connected to the power supply, and these probes which I'm connecting here are for the multimeter. You can see here we have 5 volts. Let's see if this thing is adjustable. So we must be able to adjust this voltage. Okay. 6 volts. You can see the voltage is changing. That's how this thing is working. That's how this thing is working. So in our case, we need 5 volts. You can see the voltage is changing. 10 volts, 12 volts, 13. I think it's stretching to 20 something volts. 18, 20. Anyway, let's go back to 5 volts. Well, that's what we need this time, so that we won't waste time. 5 volts exactly. 5 volts. 5.13 should be fine. 5.13 should be fine. So all what we need to do is to do some little tricks here. To do some little tricks and connect this thing. Just to modify with this regulator. Because that regulator which is not outputting 5 volts, something's not right there. Something is not right at all. So ground, where is the input? That's the input. We need minus here. Ground. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. No. This is the output. That's the output. Minus, this is minus, and the plus I think is better to see. You remember that capacitor? That's where I'm going to stick on the plus, exactly on that capacitor, that ceramic capacitor. Because there we must have voltage there, 5 volts. Yeah, the output is now sorted. Now the input, we have minus here on the minus of the battery connector. And then the plus, on the plus, what I would do, we'll try, let's take out the battery. Let's take out the battery. Let's connect this battery. And let's check where we can get some voltages there. Here, 7.3, 0. Here we have 3 volts there on that inductor thing. Hopefully this can solve this problem. Because if I fail to fix this, there's no reason why I took it from the dumping site. There will be no reason why I did that. So, in order to prove them wrong, at all cost this has to be fixed. At all cost this has to be fixed. Now our thing is now connected. So now let's check the output here. What do we have on the output? We have no voltage on the output. Why? Hmm? Why we don't have voltage there? Why? You know, when you try to prove something and that something is not working. So what I did here, I connected this to the input. You see this MT3608. I connected the input. I took it from the from the from the from a resistor, inductor, whatever it is, which was 3 point something volts, and it's not working. I reroute to electrolyte capacitor, which is around 7 volts, and we have output. That's what I did here. I can't put it on my desk, it's very big, but let's just test and see what's going on here. Let's just test. That's the radio. I'll put all the connectors here. We have the one for the battery. We have the other one. It's supposed to be here. Huh? You see the lights? We now have lights. Huh? Check. You see those, the blue light? Seems to be working. Huh? Try to power on.
Bluetooth mode.
You hear Bluetooth mode? Check here. It's working. Huh? It's working. Let's try to play this. Huh? Seems as if it's working. I can't believe. Hmm? So our modification seems to be working here. Let me search for devices. They are still searching. FK22 must be the one. But this is Nesty model FK-22. That's the one. That's the one. Maybe you can see. Connect. Connected.
Bluetooth connected.
It's now connected. Let me try to look for a proper song. Proper song, if I can get any. We are just doing this for the purpose of learning. What people they are doing, they are throwing away their devices as no fix. And why is it this? Why this is happening? I don't condemn the owner of the gadget. I condemn the technicians, because this person, if I could know the owner, maybe at some point he went to a repair shop. They said, you know, these Bluetooth speakers, they are not fixable, and he throw away and buy another one. Let's see. I'm looking for a song. I'm looking for a song without copyright. Let's go to local gospel. So that's the thing. People outside there, you hear the sound? Let me increase volume. It's working. It's working. You hear the sound quality? You hear the sound quality? That's crazy. So what do you think I'll do with this speaker? I want to clean it. Maybe I'll sell to someone, or I'll give it to my old man. You remember my old man from the village when he come? I want to surprise him. I want to clean this speaker, do everything, put it back nice, and give him when he come back. I know someday he will come back again. I want to surprise him. So my question is, why technicians they are doing something like this? Trust me, if you move around, what I was doing, someone asked from the comments, where are you getting parts? I'm buying like boards around the local shops across the country. I'll go to any repair shop. I know there are some scrapers of laptop motherboards. I'll buy them. Some I'll come here, I'll fix them. Some I'll use them for space. Why I'm confident of doing that? People, they have zero electronic knowledge. They are there to condemn, but they don't know what really happened there with the electronics, how the power sequence are moving on. This was just a modification, and we use this. You see this regulator, DC to DC back controller MT3608. We've done some night modification, and our Bluetooth speaker is working fine, which I got dumped on the dumping site. So what can I say? Like, subscribe, don't forget to turn on the notification bell for future updates, and probably see you on the next game. Bye.